Now we'll talk about recognizing words that indicate subtraction. And we're going to be talking about word problems here, because when you do math in the real world, the problem is usually stated in words. In math books and on homework assignments, a lot of times we have problems stated in numbers just because it's a math class and we're practicing those problems. But if you're actually trying to do something in the real world, figure out how tall a building needs to be, or figure out how much something costs, the sorts of things you figure out in real life, those problems are generally stated in words, and you need to be able to understand what the words mean and how to translate them from English into mathematical language. So now we're talking about how to recognize words that indicate subtraction. Some words should be obvious that they indicate subtraction, like the word subtract, or the word minus, or the word difference. But also the words less than, or the words decreased by, those are also often used to indicate subtraction. Not every time, but a lot of times. And we'll take a look at some examples. In this example, we're told that 4,250 gallons of water were in the storage tank. Irrigating the garden decreased the water supply by 120 gallons. How much water was left in the storage tank? Well, we see the words here, decreased the water supply by 120 gallons. Those words tell us that we need to take the original amount, 4,250, and decrease it by 120 gallons, or we take 120 gallons away from the original 4,250. So based on the statements here in the problem, we figure out that we need to subtract. And so then we do the problem. 0 minus 0 is 0. 5 minus 2 is 3. 2 minus 1 is 1. And we keep our 4. So the answer is 4,130 gallons. And note that we write a unit on our answer, a unit of measurement. That's always a good idea. When you have a unit, when the number that you get represents a certain unit of measurement or a certain thing, it's a good idea to write it, just to be clear. In this example, we're told that Doug wants to purchase a new mountain bike for $475. And he saved up $320. And then we're asked, how much more money does he need to save before he can purchase the bike? And in this problem, the phrase how much more indicates subtraction. And that can be a little bit confusing because this word more is often used to indicate addition. But in this case, how much more he needs we'll find by subtracting. To set up the problem, I'll say 475 minus 320. The amount that he needs minus what he already has, the result there, the difference between those two numbers, will be how much more he needs. So I subtract here. 5 minus 0 is 5, 7 minus 2 is 5, and 4 minus 3 is 1. He needs 155, and the unit here is dollars. And we'll use the dollar symbol out front. It's customary usage of that symbol. You could also write $155 like that, but this is a little bit more succinct.